All right, welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. I had a suggestion or a request to react to Skap Attack's video here. It's called Arenas Exposed Part 2. Kobe easily clears LeBron. Haven't watched this, but I do know what this is about because there was a live stream where Skap Attack jumped in on, Michael Jordan Fans Are the Best, and so Skap was there, Angry Old Hoops was there, and a bunch of other content creators were in there having a conversation, a debate on this topic of since when did LeBron clear Kobe? Because I didn't see it happen. I think a lot of you are unaware, when did this happen? It never happened, that's why. So that was the conversation. Then Gilbert Arenas joins in, and it becomes an absolute just mess. You know, we have yelling and screaming and name calling and insults, and it was kind of embarrassing to watch, to tell you the truth. There was a certain content creator who was literally just yelling the entire time and took about 50% of the show time away from everyone. Just yelling and literally belittling people, calling them stupid, saying they sound stupid and ridiculous, and it was pretty rough. But Gil stayed on there for a long time, and Scap held his composure the best he could and kept trying to focus everybody back into the topic at hand to get Gilbert Arenas to basically admit why he's got LeBron over Kobe. And it was kind of it was interesting. It was interesting to watch. But I would love to see a one-on-one between Scap and Gilbert Arenas. I think that would be fantastic without any distraction, no one yelling, just a calm conversation. I think that would be pretty sick. Anyways, I'm going to link the original Scap video down below if you want to watch it without me. Everybody else who wants to watch it with my reaction, please leave this video a like, and let's do this.
Well, what's up, guys? Scap here, coming at you again with part 2 of my Gilbert Arenas piece. And if you did miss part 1, it is linked in the description below, along with the original unedited 3.5 hour video.
Yeah, it was long.
But to catch you up briefly, if you did miss that first part, that guy, recently went on the MJFB Content Creators panel, and much to my surprise, Gil Arenas decided to grace us with his presence. And while I was very thankful to have him on, I attempted to get to the heart of his take on one of the most egregious and pitiful takes, not just in basketball, but plaguing us in the entire world today. Of course, I'm talking about Kobe versus LeBron. And in particular, why, how, and when did LeBron actually jump Kobe?
After watching this live stream, I know exactly how Gilbert trolls now. I know what his tactic is, and it's very effective, and it was embarrassing how well it worked. His thing is, when he gets backed into a corner, he asks a fresh question that he knows is going to be controversial, and that if he asks a question to distract from him being supposed to answer a question himself, then everybody else starts fighting. And he actually would do it, listen to everybody else on the panel start yelling at each other, and then he would laugh. He was laughing at them. That pissed me off, because it was man, if everyone could just stay calm here, not react to him, and stay focused on him. He's the one who's supposed to be answering the questions. But it became a pissing match, man.
In order to get to the heart of it, I felt that it was important to get Gil to define just what greatness meant to him.
Yeah.
And this is what he said.
The way they dominated the game, offensively, defensively, how they played the game, the fear factor.
And despite the fact Kobe checks all of those boxes easily, in my estimation,
yeah, me too,
over LeBron, as does the vast majority of Kobe and LeBron's peers feel that way, for whatever reason, Gil, who allegedly is a big Kobe fan, has LeBron over Kobe.
You know, Jordan's my GOAT, right? You know, just most of everybody. LeBron James is second, Kobe's third.
Let's see if he can make sense of it for us.
Why? You played against them both.
Why do you elevate LeBron over Kobe Bryant? Many of your peers would disagree with you. Lots of people that went against both will put Kobe Bryant over LeBron. Why do you think different?
Kobe's my favorite player. We're giving him credit for he looked the closest to Mike. Well, he looked the closest to Mike in, the back end of Mike's career, right? The second three-peat. He didn't look like Mike in 84 to 91. He did not look like that dude, right?
Okay, that one's fair. No one has ever looked like 80s Michael Jordan. That was a freak of nature. Kobe, yeah, within like 3 or 4 years in the league, Kobe looked like the fundamental Michael Jordan, which was arguably the better Michael Jordan, just not as flashy.
He looked like Michael Jordan, second three-peat era, right? The Kobe
fair.
8 didn't look nothing like any of the Mikes, right? He had his own style. But they had the killer instinct. They had the one-on-one play. They had the willingness to take the team on their back. And that's what we give Kobe credit for, because that was the first time that we seen a player with that caliber when we coined Mike as the guy, right? Before Mike, that wasn't a thing. So when we seen Mike do what Mike did, we identified that is what greatness is. And we've been judging everybody to that ever since, right? So LeBron being the face of a team, being the face of the league, and he can't take the end of the game shots. He doesn't have the one-on-one skill, right?
I like that Gilbert actually admitted it. Let's hear that last part again.
Face of a team, being the face of the league, and he can't take the end of the game shots.
Can't take the end of the game shots.
He doesn't have the one-on-one skill.
But he's still putting him as number 2 all time. Okay.
Right.
So Gil can't even answer the question. When pushed on why he has LeBron over Kobe, he initially talks only about Kobe, then trails off as to why LeBron doesn't stack up to Kobe.
Seriously, the whole statement is contradictory in that point. Scap, you're dead on.
The conversation would then get hijacked on some rambling load management and steroid dissertation for approximately 45 minutes.
Yeah, this is the embarrassing stuff I'm talking about. Yeah, because it was a shouting competition about something that had nothing to do with the topic. We were talking about steroid use. It was. If you guys watched it, man, you guys probably know. For about 45 minutes, I was like doing housework and just like rolling my eyes like, oh my God, stop yelling. Like no one's hearing anybody. It was like 5 people yelling all at once.
But being wholly unsatisfied with that original weak-ass answer by Gil, I decide to go back in on him. Gil, I want to ask you a legitimate question here. I want to ask you a follow-up. I did not get a satisfactory response to my answer earlier from you, and I do respect you taking the time and hopping on, but I have to get an answer to this because one of the basketball takes that has annoyed me the most, this is Skap Attack here. One of the basketball takes that has plagued me my entire life. I'm a few years younger than you. I watched Kobe Bryant and LeBron James their entirety of their careers. You mentioned in your answer as to what makes someone the GOAT or what makes someone great to you is their ability to dominate and impact both sides of the ball.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant is one of 3 players in NBA history to make at least 10 All-NBA first teams and 10 All-NBA defensive selections. Him, Tim Duncan, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that's it. Gil, Kobe Bryant led an NBA decade in scoring, in points per game, in points average, and he made 9 All-NBA defensive teams during that span. He went to 7 championships, and he won 5 back-to-back without a single other top 75 player. Has LeBron ever dominated a season to that degree? Have we seen LeBron take relatively little help? Because say what you will about Pau Gasol, he is not a top 75 player. He was a one-time All-Star with 0 All-NBA team selections through 7 years when he arrived in LA. Kobe took that, went to 3 straight NBA championships, won back-to-back, and dominated the playoffs against 50-win opponents at every level. Have we ever seen LeBron reach that peak? Have we ever seen it to the degree that you can justify putting him above Kobe Bryant, who did it at a high level at both ends of the floor while winning challenging championships?
Well, you got to say,
real quick, this is why I want Scap to go one-on-one with him. Dude, Scap brings the actual facts and numbers like no one else I've ever seen when it comes to basketball.
Winning challenging championships.
well, you got to say longevity, right, plays a part, right? It plays a part.
No, it doesn't.
You're saying the teams LeBron.
See, wait. Okay, see, he got backed into a corner. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So he's backed into a corner. He can't answer the question. Now he's going to use a distraction method where he's going to ask his own question and have everybody fight it out. Watch. So this is him backed in the corner.
No, it doesn't.
You're saying the teams LeBron James took to the championship were talented?
There it is. That's it. He can't answer the question, so he asks another question to let everybody else fight it out. You know, it's divide and conquer is what he's doing. He's dividing everyone, and if everyone is gonna fall for the trap and fight amongst each other, there's no way you can bring down a giant troll like Gil.
More so than anything Kobe Bryant had in the second iteration of his career when he went to three straight and one back-to-back. Yes.
So on his team, who is as good as Paul Gasol on his team?
Can y'all hear me now?
Anthony Davis finished 7th in
Hang
MVP
on.
voting that year.
Anthony Davis.
Now it's happening. It's happening.
We're talking about Anthony. So you're talking about recent.
Look, and poor Scap, man. He knows it's happening. He's like, no, I waited like 40 minutes to get back on topic, and now it's about to derail all over again.
The conversation would then inevitably get hijacked again when someone brought up Anthony Davis's name. While I desperately fought to get back in the conversation, as it devolved into some screaming tirade.
Yep.
We
Guys,
did
no,
not
please get a word in here on this. Guys,
Look at Scap.
We did not care, and he
Look
did
at
not.
Scap. Poor Scap, dude. He tried so hard. He knew. Scap knew what was happening here.
Please get a word in here on this. Guys,
We did not care, and he did not play for
And
free.
then sports and fitness was just yelling, and then he walks away. Like, dude, you moderate this. Somebody needs to moderate this because it would go for like 30 minutes straight of just straight yelling, and nothing was getting done. Like, we need a mute button. We need a moderator with a mute button, and everybody can take turns talking about a topic.
He played for 50.
but I am finally able to regain some footing here. Robin, please, let me jump in here. I'm not talking about Anthony Davis, Gil. I'm not talking about the Lakers. Let's take a look at LeBron's greatest championship ever. You know, the one that made him the GOAT in his own mind, the 2016 3-1 comeback against the 73-9 Warriors. Kevin Love on that team was the third option for that 2016 Cavs team. The year prior, the year before he joined up in Cleveland,
MVP candidate.
Kevin Love was in his mid-20s. He was second team All-NBA. He averaged 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists. At the time, it was the only such line in NBA history. He was top 5 that season in PER, win share, BPM, VORP. Kevin Love was an undisputed top 10 player the year before he went to Cleveland and became the third option on a team that included Kyrie Irving. That team is the team that I'm talking about. He had far more help than the Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom.
Would you?
All right, so now there it is. Guess what Gil's gonna do again? What do we say his strategy was? Here we go.
So would you take Kevin Love over Paul Gasol?
There it goes. Now he's got a debate, and he's controlling the debate now. He's in charge now. The big troll's in charge, just like that. Unless you all just disregard this question.
But at the time that Pau Gasol went to LA in his 7th year, and the time
Now he's laughing. Did you catch it? He knows. This is like, we were all right, you guys. We were all right. This is like he's actually really good. One of the biggest trolls we've ever seen.
But at the time that Pau Gasol went to LA in his 7th year, and the time that Kevin Love went in his 6th year to join up in Cleveland, Unequivocally, yes. Look at the
Did you say 7th year? Hold on.
Pau Gasol was in his 7th NBA season when he was traded to LA in 2008.
Yeah, Scap's got the facts.
And Gil again has no answer here, starts frantically Googling things, only to find out, of course, everything I am saying is checking out. So then, of course, in a desperate attempt to try to justify his garbage take on LeBron over Kobe, he, like countless other LeBron jock sniffers, falls on the tired and trusted Shaq carried Kobe crutch.
Yeah. Kevin Love was
in his 6th NBA season. Yo, look, Pau Gasol was a one-time All-Star in 2008. No All-NBA teams. Kevin Love was a 2-time All-NBA second-team selection by the 6th year with Minnesota when he went to join LeBron. Remember, Gil, they traded away the 1st overall pick in Cleveland to bring on Kevin Love.
Can I ask you one?
By the way, it's so cool seeing some of you guys in here. Like it was really cool to see you guys in here. Like it's cool that we're sharing communities because I'm watching this stuff too. So, you know, I've already seen quite a few of you guys. In here commenting, and I was like, dude, this is really cool. Worlds are colliding right now, you know?
Can I ask Jay one question?
And wait, Kevin Love had a rebounding title too. Don't forget about that.
So if we're gonna use that, so Kobe has 5 rings, right?
Correct.
3 of the rings, he wasn't the lead dog. So if we take those 3 away and then go against Shaquille, against LeBron's 4.
Gil, how
Oh no! Yeah, he did it. He just blew it all up. Did you hear what he said there? So basically, like, because Shaq was the lead dog in those first 3 championships, then you got to take those away, and then it's just now it's two titles for Kobe versus 4 titles for LeBron. The most asinine, ridiculous statement ever. But he just like blew up the whole panel. This is where we need everyone muted. And then a moderator to be like, okay, one person at a time can respond to this because this just blows it up.
A real quick overview of Kobe's 2 rings.
AOH is laughing. Come on, man.
3 rings with Shaquille.
Gil's laughing. Fuck,
in
man.
4 finals runs with Shaq. In 4 finals runs
AOH, dude. Oh, my God. I don't know why. Oh, shit. I don't know why it's cracking me up so much.
Shaq, because Shaq and Kobe went to 4 NBA finals.
This guy.
Shaq averaged 1 more point per game than Kobe in the 4 playoff runs that presented finals appearances for the Lakers. Kobe led the NBA playoffs in clutch time scoring. He led not only the Lakers, he led the NBA playoffs in clutch time scoring in that three-peat. He was all NBA defense 1st or 2nd team. He was the leading assist player on the Lakers and the lead ball handler and facilitator. Are we really sure that Kobe was not just a co-best player? Are we sure that people like you that like to present Kobe in revisionism as a Robin or as a second option, are we sure that it wasn't a Batman?
People like me, didn't I say Kobe is my favorite player of all time?
You did, but I still like justification of why LeBron James is above him, and this has been bothering me for 20 years of how and when. See, this is why I don't like the LeBron and Jordan comparison.
Listen.
Kobe.
See, that's why I say you argue for who you like versus arguing for somebody else.
So again, Gil just cannot answer why LeBron is over Kobe.
He never did answer the question. That's the travesty of the whole situation. He never actually answers the question.
Ultimately is caught in his own elaborate web of lies before falling into the perfectly laid trap and essentially admitting LeBron just doesn't match up with Kobe.
You said it. You said Kobe was a closer, but the last 5 minutes, the star takes over. In today's game, the Lukas, right, the Shays, that wasn't LeBron's skill. That's not LeBron's skill, right? That's why he wasn't successful at the end until he got someone who could do that.
Then for good measure, we get into some more player movement stuff and really nestle in to the softest, most pathetic move in NBA history, this side of KD's West Coast jump.
If the team does not want to win, what does the player do?
I don't
ask you that
question?
I begrudge him for the decision he made and the player that he joined. If LeBron wanted to leave, God bless. Go and find a better team and get some better supporting castmates. Dwayne Wade was the third best player in the NBA at the time that LeBron left to join up with him.
Listen, I get the argument about who he teamed up with. That's another discussion. I'm saying just in principle.
But ultimately, you guessed it, Gil was, again, unable to actually answer this question other than just posting another extremely long, rambling question of his own. Bear with me on this one.
If you're a star player and you're doing what you're doing.
Hold on. You're going to get in trouble with Clutch Sports, Gilbert, of your queen getting on the phone begging for help. Hey, what's up for a second?
In your organization aren't writing checks to bring people in, what do you do as that star player?
Yeah, I'm actually just going to cut this here because it is a 2+ minute question, so I'm just going to jump right to the crux of his actual point. If LeBron James is great.
So he teamed up with two people to kind of give him the leverage a little bit. That's all. I can't fault him. Like, it's like you want to fault him for trying to win his first championship.
If LeBron was that great, that powerful, and had that much pull and influence, why couldn't he say, oh, go to New York, who is a massive media mecca, and probably it's the biggest empire for basketball outside of maybe arguably LA. Why could he not get on the phone with, say, Amari Stoudemire or maybe Chris Bosh and try to poach him away from Dwayne Wade? Why could LeBron not establish his own team with a more competitive supporting cast in a massive media setting like New York, he could have courted other subsequent free agents in years to come, fortified his team, but he didn't do that. He took the easiest possible way out, Gil. And hold on, this is my major point. It's greatness in basketball and in anything, in life, in sports, and whatever. Sports are a microcosm for life, Gil. And the harder the thing is, the harder the obstacles are and the challenges are that you have to overcome, the greater you are, the better you have to become. It brings the best out of you. LeBron has systemically cheated himself from reaching the highest of levels because he has been afraid inherently to go through the hardest and most difficult pathways. That's why myself and many on this panel and in general don't respect him.
I get it. Now, if he's a free agent and he's by himself, okay, all right. Add LeBron, would you knock him then? Would you knock him if he went to the Hawks? Would you knock him if he went to the Boston Celtics?
Gilbert, you're not
gonna knock him anyway
man.
for leaving.
Gilbert,
No, man, you're not.
And just more questions by Gil with no actual answers.
Yeah, Scap gets it. Scap gets it. I hope they get a rematch, and I hope they get a one-on-one because Scap's a smart dude. So Scap already is saying it here. Once again, more questions from Gilbert Arenas to avoid answering the actual question. Scap, I hope you get it, bro. I hope you get that one-on-one.
In sight. But at the end of the day, Gil knows what the scoreboard reads, as does everyone who actually watched all of both of these guys' careers.
Oh, yeah.
Just so we understand, when I say Kobe's my favorite, I'm the only person that has all the rings that I got.
Yeah, this was stupid.
I got okayed by Kobe Bryant for the 5 rings.
Talk about a distraction technique. Now he's completely distracting.
So I can just put him at 1 if I want to, but I like the sport, dog. I like what everybody brings to it. I learned my work ethic from Kobe Bryant himself, right?
I want to follow up after Skap.
I've learned, like, when people talk about, like, a madman, he was a madman. That's just, if you say who was the hardest working human being you ever seen, it's 100% Kobe Bryant. You can't talk me off the ledge. You can throw whatever Jordan did this at golf and he smoked cigars and played. I seen Kobe do some shit
Hey,
that's
shout out, Sarah.
Never been done before and probably never will.
And this here is my fundamental point and issue that I have with this whole LeBron Jordan debate, and why it personally annoys the ever-loving hell out of me.
Yeah, me too.
Kobe is the gatekeeper to Jordan. You don't get to Jordan until you clear Kobe.
Yeah.
And LeBron never decisively did that. In fact, no one in NBA history clearly has.
You have to clear Kareem, Wilt, Russell, Bird, Magic, and Kobe to get to MJ.
Except for you-know-who. And speaking of Jordan, if you did miss that episode 1 with me and Gil, you can check it out right here. And as always, make sure to subscribe and stay up to date with more from me. Until next time.
All right, what'd you guys think about this one? It was kind of hard reliving this because that was a brutal live stream, man. But you know, seeing it kind of condensed like this from Skap really does show that Skap did his best to keep it on topic. He saw through the BS of what Gil was doing, and he tried his hardest to get him to just answer some questions. But Gil wouldn't do it, and he kept distracting everybody. Gil is a very talented troll. And if you are overly emotional when you're talking to him, he's going to crush you. Because he's going to trigger something in you, and then you're going to respond emotionally without realizing that it's a strategy by him. He's getting you to forget about what just happened, which was you asking him a question, because now you're defending something that he knows you care about. He's good, man. He's good. I wouldn't want to face off against him. I would know what the tactic is, but I would have to just go in there like a freaking Vulcan, like no emotion, like, you know. And I think Skap can do that. I think Skap is better at that than me. So I do want that one-on-one with Skap and Gil. Anyways, everybody, what'd you think about the video? What'd you think about that debate? Is there like another one planned? I really hope there is. Yeah, it was really cool to see some of you guys in there commenting. I pointed out some of you, but there was a bunch of you that you know, it was scrolling up so fast. Anyways, guys, if you're not subscribed to Skap Attack yet, I don't know what your deal is. And hopefully you're subscribed to my channel here if you're enjoying the content, and you're leaving this video a like if you enjoyed it. If not, give me a big old fat, you know, dislike and an unsubscribe and do your thing. Everybody, thanks for watching. Having a good night here. I appreciate you all. It's a cool community. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow on the next one. Hope you have a wonderful night. You know, be good to your people. And watch out for trolls, everyone, huh? All right. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night.